Yo, what up, nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live for your mama's house, doing my thing as I usually do. Can't talk too loud today. Got my morning voice going because it's the morning, and I can't talk loud anyway because somebody's sleeping. So if I don't sound as upbeat and jittery as I do sometimes, motherfucker, it's because I can't be it. But in this episode, I'm gonna go in on something I never went in on before. I just finished watching some things on YouTube, and I like watching rap beef stuff, or that rap beef shit is very, very interesting. I like watching it. So I watched Choke No Jokes, new videos, two new videos Choke No Joke made, one on all hip hop and another one on something else. He was talking about the fight he had in Paris where Dame Dash got hit by a pimp, and Dame Dash claimed Choke ran, but Choke didn't really run. I was also watching Cassidy talk. This is old, but Cassidy talking about his beef with Meek Mill, and there was like a video of Meek Mill when nobody knew him. He was with Cassidy, like in like someone's apartment, rapping, looking all dirty and shit. Apparently, that's what they're saying, and no one knew him and stuff. And Cassidy was, help getting him some light. And I was also watching like Biggie and Tupac beef stuff, and they were talking about how Tupac kept saying like how before nobody even knew Biggie, he was bringing Biggie places, begging girls to sleep with him, giving him shine on his shows and all this stuff. And there's many beefs like that. There's many beefs like that. Basically based on those two things. One, like maybe you were friends before, you were friends like back in the day, and then you're not friends now, and you just talk shit about each other. And then there's a beef where one guy's up and no one really knows the other dude. And then that dude brings you up. And once you get as big as that person or bigger than that person, for some reason that starts beef. You know what I mean? And I first realized this. This happened to me before I even got into the entertainment industry, whatever, whether acting or YouTube, whatever it is. I had a friend named Bert. We used to call him Bert all the time. All the time we used to call this dude Bert. Back in the day when we were teenagers, he was really fat. No girls liked him. And like he wasn't a herb or nothing, because he'll fuck you up or he'll fight you if you fuck around, and he always carried a knife. I'm talking about we were teenagers, 15, 16, 17. But he was just fat and no one liked him. So as time went on, we just kind of stopped hanging out. I just kind of stopped seeing him. No malice or nothing, at least not from my end. We just kind of stopped hanging out. We got new friends. We were doing different things. We were going to different schools now and whatnot. And he got really thin. And not only did I hear, and I saw him once, he got really thin, he had the baddest girl I've ever seen anyone I know with. He had the baddest girl. And I remember this girl. She was in school with us, and every time I look at that girl, I was like, that is the baddest girl I've ever seen. And that was his girlfriend at the time. And I couldn't believe it. When he lost weight, that was his girl. And of course, with all that, he just starts talking shit about me. But I'm hearing this through other people. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I thought we were cool. Like, when did I ever actually do anything bad to him? Because even though I may have made fun of him and stuff, he made fun of me all the time too when he was fat. They always made fun of me. I never, like when I was younger, I never cursed. They always cracked on me because I never cursed. So I wouldn't say shit. I said like shit-toski mushrooms. I wouldn't say fuck. I would say fudge. And people always laughed at me. And there's many reasons to laugh at me. But yeah, that's one reason he used to make fun of me and stuff, and many others. And I never really took it to heart, because I understood we were friends. And when it came down to it, we would try to protect each other if we could. You know what I mean? So once he got thin, he just started talking shit about me. And it was to the point where people were like, what are you going to do if you see him? Like, what do you mean, Bert? Like, I'm not even thinking about this guy in any negative way. Like, what the fuck's going on? It's because he lost weight. And, he was on a new level. He had the baddest girl I've ever seen any of my friends with. To this day, like, she was that bad. She was really, really bad. And, like, Hispanic chick, like, perfect body, so cute. She was really bad. And he was just smashing and dating her, and she was with him every day. And that just gave him a new sense of, a new feeling, and put him on a new level. And he just started dogging me out for no reason. I'm like, all right, because I was known to have bad chicks. Because at the time, I was with a girl named Vera. She was real bad. A lot of guys liked her. She was a small white girl, big ass, light, not blonde hair, dirty blonde hair and stuff. And we were dating. Everyone's like, that's a badass white girl. But when his girl came around, his girl trumped my girl because his girl's really bad. Then he just starts talking shit. So why am I bringing this up? After watching those beef videos and stuff, I started to realize something about myself, and I've known this. A lot of people I reach out to or reach out to me, I sometimes accept and sometimes I don't accept. But everyone I've accepted has gone to another level. And I'm going to talk about that here. And I'm going to name names here. I'm going to name names. I know people watch these videos. They're going to hear from their people that I made this video. But I'm going to name names because this is pretty impressive. And this, in a way, is why I kind of call myself the Puff Daddy of YouTube. Or I call myself like, the P. Diddy, you know what I mean, of YouTube and shit. And I'm going to explain this. Let me get to this list because I'm going to go one by one, man. And I'm sure there's somebody I'm forgetting. I'm sure there's people I'm forgetting. But I got 7 people here. But if you know anyone I'm forgetting, just write it in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. Direct message me. Someone I forgot. Because I could be forgetting, man. But, I get around, bro. I can't remember every fucking body. I definitely can't. You feel me? So let's get to the first one. First, we got right here. Romeo the Black Flame. That's what he's known as now. But back in the day, this dude was known as Phil. He was also known as Phil. He called himself Phil. Back in the day, I'm talking 2, 3, 4 years ago, before anyone knew him, he even called himself Phil. Now, I'm not saying that's because of me, but he just happened to call himself Phil at the time in which no one knew who he was. We were hanging out sometimes. I'd bring him around. I introduced him to people. Even got him a job teaching English and shit in Moscow and all that stuff. Now, let me get this out the way. This dude always had money. Let me say that first and foremost. He's not like some dude who, just because he wasn't popular, like he didn't have money or nothing. Nah, this dude always had money. Like when we went out, it wasn't that many times, but when we went out, he would pay for shit and stuff like that. He always had money. Let me get that out the way. His parents are some very important people, so he always had money. Always. This dude is not new to money, right? But you still, no one really knew him, so I would upload his videos onto this channel here, where he would talk about Uganda and stuff in Africa. If you've been a fan of mine for years, you remember this dude. He kind of looks like a kid, but he a grown-ass man. He did his thing. He graduated from the university. He finished his 4 years and shit like he was supposed to. He's a real good, smart kid. But no one knew the dude, and I was pushing him. Not only on this channel, I was also pushing him on my other channel. Like when he made a video, or I was like, hey, you can make these videos, you could get on, I'll put them on my channel, people start knowing you, it'll be a good look for you. Now, I did this because I just got respect for the dude, and I saw the talent in him. I saw he had something in him. Fast forward, dude has over 400,000 subscribers and gets 1 million views easy. Easy on his channel. He speaks Russian. He's basically he's the most famous black guy in Russia, in my opinion, right now. I could be wrong. I mean, based in Russia. I could be wrong, but YouTube, yes. But in general, maybe. And this dude, like before anyone knew him, he was wearing my hats. This dude was modeling my hats for me. If you guys remember that E8C Instagram I had, me and this dude had when we were making hats back in the day, he was modeling the hats. So it's like it was so similar to when I was watching Cassidy and Meek Mill, when Cassidy was sitting there with his shine on and stuff, looking all big time, and Meek Mill would just stand in front of the camera and Cassidy just watching. I was like, damn. It's so weird how the roles change. Now, way more people know Meek Mill, and Cassidy isn't that popular. And it's the same thing with me and Romeo right now. Same exact thing. Romeo is humongous, bigger than I've ever been. Bigger than I've ever been. And I'm not going to say no one knows me, but I'm nowhere near as popular as he is. You know what I mean? Which I'm absolutely okay with, because me and Romeo were still in contact, and I can't front. Romeo did reach out to me when he first got big, and he was like, look, this is the time, man, you can go out there, you're still hot. And I told him, I'm kind of getting tired of my face being out there. I don't really want to do that. Plus, there's no money in that for me. I got other things going. It's going really well, which is going extremely well right now. But, I kind of want to do something else. I kind of don't want my face out there. So I tend not to make too many videos with my face anymore, because I like kind of being normal. I never wanted to be famous because I wanted attention. I wanted to be famous because I wanted the money that comes with it. When you're famous, you can make money in so many ways, especially with the internet. It's unbelievable. And that's what I want to do. So since I don't need the money too much right now, I don't need to be famous. But at the end of the day, I'm just curious to know, if I reach out to this dude and ask for something, would he do it? All right, so I'll get back to him. That's one. Number 2, Venya Pak. Now this dude blew up. Now, first, I gotta say, I always say that shit. I always say first. I always say that. I haven't had that much to do with Venya. It's very small. It's very small. Like, if I help Romeo on a level of 10, Venya's like a 1. It's not that big. But let me just tell you what happened. First, he made a video promoting my dude, Daniel Petrovich, he calls himself, the black guy from Compton who came out to Russia. He made a video advertising him, and then I was like, yo, Venya, can I share that video? Can I re-upload it to my channel? I did it. Then I looked at Venya's stuff, and I said, Venya, you got some real talent. How about you do this? You make some videos on my channel for me, people start to know you, and you'll blow up. He started making videos. Within 2 months, he got over 200,000 subscribers. Within 2 months of uploading to my channel. This is facts. These are facts. Nobody knew the dude before. Like, he barely had 3,000, if that. Like, I mean, no one knew him. And I was like, yo, your videos are so good. I still have the messages and everything to this day. I was like, yo, your videos are so good. Why does no one know you? Like, why do you not get views? I don't get it. You know, you're so talented. Uploaded to my channel within 2 months, 200,000 subscribers. I haven't heard from him since. He reached out to me one time when he said, what should I do about sponsorship? I answered him, and then he was gone. This dude's a full-fledged celebrity out here, and I didn't hear from him. But I can understand. I came in like right before it became big. I wasn't with him through the years of struggle. He was doing his thing. I understand. It's not like with Romeo. Not like with Romeo, but it's still something. You know what I mean? After he made those videos on my channel, he blew up. These are facts. These are absolute facts. You feel me? And I haven't heard from him, which I don't need to because I barely know the dude. So I got to get that out there. Like I said, level from 1 to 10, it's like a 1. But just saying, once that happened, he blew up nasty. And back to Romeo. I don't want you guys to think I'm shitting on Romeo at all because we barely talk. But this dude did offer me a bag of money once he became big. I told him no. Romeo offered me money, and I was like, dude, nah, I don't need that, but I appreciate it. But I told him, hey, there may be a time where it's time for you to return the favor, because I see all these other dudes on his channel that weren't there when he was nobody. They weren't even there. I was there uploading videos of Romeo when people didn't even like him on my channel. They're like, this guy's boring. I'm like, whatever. Some people like him, some people don't. If you don't like it, don't watch it. And I was uploading his shit even with that, and I didn't even give a fuck. You feel me? So that's that. Now let's go to Love Randelin. Now with Love Randelin, I would say I discovered Love Randelin. People are now trying to say Tosh.0 discovered Love Randelin. How the fuck did he discover Love Randelin when I have the world's first interview with the girl? I have the first. The first one is like 7 months back. I was the first one. You will not find a video of, well, it's possible to find a video of Love Randelin prior to 7 or 8 months ago. It depends on when I uploaded that interview. But I'm the first to have an interview, I know that. But I can't say for sure if anyone's ever made a video on her. But I know I am the first person to actually put her out there, to actually have an interview with her and say, this is the girl, this is what's going on. Because before I interviewed her, there was this porn controversy. It was underground. Some guy, actually this guy made her more famous than I did, because this guy was lying and saying she was in his porn. You feel me? And I contacted the dude, and this dude was telling me things like, you know, there's a picture of me and her together, and there were pictures of those two together, but what didn't match was the girl's ass. She had a really big ass, but Love Randelin has a humongous ass. So at the end of the day, it wasn't her, so I interviewed her and all this stuff. So if anyone, it was that dude who lied and said she was in his porn, and me once I interviewed her. Because right after I interviewed her, and I was talking to her about the porn controversy, boom. Boom. TMZ, they're talking about her being a pog. I'm the one that gave her that title. You can even go to her channel today and see on her Connect Pal and her Instagram, she calls herself the #1 top pog. That's from me. Boom. After that interview, boom, she blew up. Right. Next, Curvy Christina. Now, Curvy Christina is a different one because Curvy Christina, she has so much potential. Let's say when it comes to the monetization field, which she doesn't want to do for whatever reason. But it's sad, you know, Curvy Christina's worth a lot. She's worth a lot. My marketing strategy with Curvy Christina was basically in a way in which I made people think she was bigger than she was. That's what I did. So, for example, I made a video of her versus one of the biggest top hogs in the world. You all know Olivia Jensen. Now, of course, they're not really in the same category. But that's how I marketed her. That's how I advertised her. I made people think that she's one of those big times. And a lot of those videos got a lot of views and a lot of people want to donate to her and all the stuff that I tried to set up for her, which was the purpose of me doing everything for her from the get-go. Me making all those videos in my apartment with her from the get-go was so she could get big, so if she ever needed money, it'll be easy for her to get off her popularity. That was the whole point of it. Now she becomes big. She's big now. Now mad people know her. On my channel, if I were to make whenever I make videos of her, it's thousands of views, and I know a lot of the people on my channel are pay pigs, dudes who love to pay girls for anything, and I'm gonna tell you guys about that in a second. They'll pay girls online for anything, for pictures, for talking, anything on my other channel. That channel's money, and not because the channel's making money itself, 1,000,000 views a month. It's just because a lot of those guys on that channel, help me out with my business when it comes to girls and stuff because they're willing to pay. So I can't say I'm disappointed in Curvy Christina because I think the main reason she doesn't want to do it is because she let people's comments get to her. So people saying things like, oh, Philko's your pimp, he's this, and that, this, and that. I mean, it wasn't a problem when we were doing it for free, but it's a problem when we're doing it for money. We made a little bit of money together, then she shut it down because of people's comments. So I was like, I feel you. If that's how you're going to be, that's how you're going to be. It's better we end it now before we start making a lot of money. We get into a dispute over money and we end it then, and it could end bad because, you owe me this, you owe me that. I was like, nah, it's best to just end it early. And we don't have to worry about it. I'll go do it with someone else. So that's the thing with Curvy Christina, and she's worth so much right now. If she would have let me do my thing with her and whatnot, she would be worth so much. She could easily pull in $8,000 a month just from the most basic shit. No pornography or nothing. Just $8,000 easy. Easy. But if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. So that's that. Yeah, man. And next is a little different. Next is very interesting. Next is Miss Princess Diva. Miss Princess Diva, the story with me and her is that's a girl I met when she was like, shit, how old was she? She was 17 when she first started talking to me on Instagram. She's like, oh, I kind of have a crush on you. You're hot, you're sexy. And her other 17-year-old friend would always hit on me on Instagram. And then I made this song called Dateline Thing, in which it was a parody to Hotline Bling. And I was singing like, you need to call me on your birthday. And stuff like that because, and once she's 18, we could talk and shit. But until then, like, I'm not having none of that. But what I did see was she was a little freaky. And at the time, look, Miss Princess Diva, I know you're watching this video. But don't take anything to heart. I love you. Just relax. But at the time in which she was talking to me, she was thin. She was thin and had a really big pair of boobs. Like, her boobs are huge. Like, back in the day, she had this video on Instagram. And, she was doing Instagram for fun. She wasn't making no money. She made this video in which she's wearing like this little tube top shirt and she was just shaking her boobs back and forth and like you can't really see her face. And that to this day is one of my favorite videos in the world. Like I can watch that shit 1,000,000 times just watching it. And her twerk videos, especially back in the day, dude, they changed the way I look at twerk videos. Like she did a lot for me and like she was bad. She was real bad. So I told her, I'm like, look, soon as you turn 18, we're going to get in business. You're doing all this shit for fun. There's no reason for you to do it for fun There's no reason for you to do it for fun if you could also make money. Why not make money off of things you enjoy? Right? She goes, sure. So long story short, I've been working with her. Even when she got her Instagram shut down and started over from like 5,000 followers and shit, I didn't give up. I pushed out videos about her, made videos about her. She advertised herself. I gave her ideas. And once again, we built together. She went through things with rappers and shit. I remember, I could say names now because it's dead. I remember she was going through something with Chief Keef. I remember she was going through something with Love Randelin's ex. Like, and through all these things, now I'm talking with her, I'm seeing these conversations, and I know these things are going on. It's kind of crazy, but because of these famous people that, I told her what to do with. I'm like, you got to be careful with this person, you can't do this and that. We were able to build her back to where she is now. You do use, however you say her name, was sharing her videos and stuff, so it was easy to build her back. Now, lately, she hasn't had that momentum on Instagram. I think it's because she's enjoying the money that we've made right now, and we're still making. She's enjoying it. You know what I mean? So she kind of slowed down a little bit, and you know, she doesn't grab the attention that she used to grab. So like once she hit like 50,000, let me say we, 'cause, you know, we both putting in work. So once we hit about 50,000, kind of stopped. But you know, I guess she doesn't need that much money. I think that's her thing. Like, I don't mind having more. I honestly believe me and her could be millionaires within a year if she would like do what I tell her. You know what I mean? But I always tell her, I'm not your boss, I'm your partner. You know, so we gotta make agreements with each other. I'm not your boss, I'm just your partner. You feel me? So that's her. And the thing with her is, like, she told me that if it weren't for me, she would be doing things on the street, basically. And that's what she told me. And that was one of the nicest things. Oh, I can't say nice, but that was one of the most, I don't know how to put it. It just made me feel good when she said that. It just definitely made me feel good when she said that. You know, I'd be on the street doing things if it weren't for you. Now doing this, making all this money, I don't have to do it. And it was the kindest thing I've ever heard anyone tell me about myself. Just made me feel so good, you know, that I'm able to take this girl from just some Instagram chick just having fun, being bad as shit for no reason. Now she's making money. You know what I mean? And a good amount. Shit, at over $900 a post, 10 posts a month, you do the math. You feel me? And I only do the math. Go check it out. She got some good shit. You know what I mean? You can even donate $1 if you want. You know, $1, 10 posts, that's $10. You can see all her stuff. You know, she got some good shit there. You can definitely go check it out. Go to her Instagram, Miss Princess Diva and shit. You see the link there. Go check it out. You know, we work hard doing what we do. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's her, man. And she's gonna blow. I mean, she was really blowing up back in the day, because I don't remember the other rappers who were hitting her up. And some rapper, I think it was from a reality TV show, some shit. I remember she was going through a lot of these things when I was helping her come up. But lately, it stopped because she changed her strategy. But you know, when you're that age, you're not thinking about strategy. You just do what's on your mind. You know, I understood why those rappers were hitting her up back then. I completely understood it. And that's what I wanted to be my marketing strategy with her the whole time. But she kind of switched flow. She switches. Like, she's emotional, you know, she switches her flow and stuff. She changes her look and everything. She doesn't think about everything as business. You know, she's 18. She doesn't care too much, you know. But if I can just tell you this, if she listened to me and she actually did everything I wanted her to do, which isn't needed because we're doing fine, but if she actually did everything I needed for her to do, we could be millionaires within a year. That is a fact. With all this money and shit, dudes were offering back then and shit, it was unbelievable. We could be millionaires. You know what I mean? I want to be her manager forever. You know, I'm not letting her go. Unlike everyone else, I help come up and I just let them go. Me and Miss Princess Diva, I'm going to try to stay with this girl forever because she, you know, she could do her thing. And so that's really it. I mean, and 7 is probably Nastia Nas. You know, I'm working with her now. We're going to try to build something. She's already popular though. She's already popular, but I'm going to make her a monster. I'm going to make her real popular. And I know exactly what to do. She about to blow up, you feel me? So before I go, I'm going to say this one thing. All those people you heard me talk about, let's say all 5, the first 5 I mentioned, the first 5, it was Romeo, Venya, Love, Randelin, Curvy Christina. Well, not Miss Princess Diva, but yeah, no, fuck it, her too. All 5 of those people, I'm going to reach out to them before December. And I'm going to see if they could do for me like I could do for them. And that other channel, I don't even care about that other channel where I teach English. But that channel within the next 60 days should be popping from help of all 5 of those people. That channel should be popping. I'm going to ask every single one of them for some help and let's see what happens. But I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. Maybe they could just make videos for me on that channel because I don't really want to show my face. You feel me? I don't want to be a public figure again like that. So I'm going to figure something out. But something new should be happening with me in the near future. And last but not least, I got 2 new acts coming up, actually. 2 new acts. I mentioned Nastia Nas, right? She's going to do her thing. She's already popular. But let me bring my attention here, right here. You see this dude on my channel? You know, well, first I found him and I was like, yo, this dude, I was watching him and I was thinking to myself, yo, this dude is talented. He's funny, got charisma. He's a hard worker. Let me give him a platform on my channel. Now, I'm not going to front. When I give someone a platform on my channel, that does benefit both of us. It benefits both of us, especially when they're good at what they do. It benefits both of us, but more so than them because those channels and those videos in Russia don't make much money. They don't make much money at all. You feel me? So it's not like I'm getting rich off of people. They don't make much money. I just keep that channel alive, and hopefully people could keep learning and stuff, and that'll be good. You feel me? So he has a channel, a part, or like a playlist on my channel that I gave him called Lichne English, and he's really good at what he does. His name is Alexei, and I told him, I said, look, if you mess with me, I'll make you famous. I'll make you more famous than I've made myself. And the reason why I'm saying this now is I'm making this video now. I want everyone to remember, I would say around March, April, this dude is going to be big. Right now, he probably has 3,000 subscribers at most, maybe 3,000 on his channel, maybe. I guarantee you 100,000 before May. And it's that simple. It always happens. It's going to happen again. Before around April, he's going to have like 100,000. He's going to be big. I'm telling you, he's going to be big. So I'm P. Diddy in it. I'm not asking anyone for shit until now. I'm going to see what's up. If niggas want to send, I don't need people's money though. I just got to figure out what I can do, what they can do for me. I just got to figure it out because I don't want to show my face that much anymore. So if you got any ideas, let me know in the comments. But yo, I'll make you famous, man. And the last thing before I go, the saddest thing about this whole thing that actually gets to me is that I have friends that, I've had ideas and I'm like, yo, maybe you should try this, try that. Besides my one friend, Jose, who's willing to try anything. The other people, we just have different views on life. Like, I guess some people are just used to or comfortable with like that normal type of lifestyle, just a 9 to 5, not really being too creative. That's on them. You know what I mean? But I would expect me to be going through these kind of things with my close friends, like back from New York, but they just have, I guess different goals in life. So, that's not happening. And not only that, I remember I reached out to you American viewers. I was like, yo, any Americans want to blow up in Russia? This is like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I kept making these videos. Any of y'all want to blow up, you got talent, let me know. I could get you out there. I could, whether you're a hot chick, whether you're a guy who could speak some Russian or something, you want to teach English, anything, just let me know. I'll get you out there. Nobody with anything serious. So I got to get other people out there to blow up. I'm surprised by that, but that's really it, guys. If I forgot anybody, damn, my bad. But yo, let me know what y'all think. And I'm out, niggas. Later.